Hello and welcome to another video. My name is Boxiest, and today we are going to continue the What If series. What if events had gone differently? And in this What If, we're going to change the history of Cobra Kai. What if Daniel became the Sorcerer Supreme during the events of Cobra Kai? Don't worry, there are no spoilers for Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, so this What If will actually take place in the same universe as What If Miguel became Spider-Man. I would recommend you go watch that one before finishing this one. So in this timeline, Daniel would still own LaRusso Auto, he would be very successful, and one day he would be driving through the valley, and he would get in a car crash, and Daniel would be paralyzed from the waist down, and Daniel would hear a story about a man who regained the ability to walk without any surgeries by going to Carmitage. So Daniel would want to visit Carmitage to see if he can learn how to walk again. So Daniel would travel to Carmitage to see if he can recover, and once he gets there, he would meet the Ancient One, and the Ancient One would tell Daniel that a way to heal was to convince his body to self-heal by using his spirit. Daniel would think that this was all nonsense, and he would think that he wasted his money and time. So the Ancient One would push his astral form out of his physical form, and Daniel would be surprised. He would realize that he knew nothing. So he would beg the Ancient One to teach him, and Daniel would spend months training at Carmitage, and he would eventually learn how to walk, and he would also learn some magic. He would learn how to open up portals, and Daniel would study ancient spells, and he would quickly become one of the best students at Carmitage. The Ancient One would be impressed by Daniel's process, and during his training, he would also practice Miyagi-Do, and he would remember what Mr. Miyagi taught him. He would think that magic and karate were for defense only. Eventually, the Ancient One would die, and Daniel would become the Sorcerer Supreme. Daniel would go back to the US, and his family would be happy to see Daniel again, and they would also be happy to see him walking. Daniel would only tell his family about what really happened and all the things that he could now do, and the events of Cobra Kai would carry on. Johnny would still open up Cobra Kai, and the events would stay the same. Daniel would protect the valley from mystical threats, and he would remember Mr. Miyagi and the Ancient One's teachings. He would use a combination of magic and Miyagi-Do to fight back, and he would keep his other life secret. During the day, he would be a car salesman, but during his off time, he would continue practicing in the ancient arts. Sam would still date Miguel, and she would reveal to Daniel that Miguel was Spider-Man. So Daniel would become a mentor to Miguel. Daniel would have access to the Time Stone, and he would occasionally be tempted to use it to bring back Mr. Miyagi or his dad, but he would realize all the implications that would cause to the timeline. So Daniel wouldn't use a Time Stone. Daniel wouldn't open up Miyagi-Do in this timeline, but he would teach Sam and Anthony how to become sorcerers so that they could use it for self-defense, and he would move on from the rivalry that he had with Johnny. He would realize that there were more important things that he needed to worry about, and that is where I'm going to end this What If. Thank you guys for watching. What do you guys think would have happened if Daniel became the Sorcerer Supreme? Let me know in the comments below. All members have access to emojis that can be used in comments and live streams. This isn't mandatory. This is only something extra. If you want to support the channel even more, YouTube lets me know that the majority of you are not subscribed, so if you guys could subscribe, that would be much appreciated. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like this video, subscribe, and turn on post notifications, and I'll see you guys next time.